Hello. Okay, guys. Hey, everyone. Oh, how you guys doing? It's Thursday again. So happy Thursday. Oh, hold on. What is that? Oh, my little. So, guys, I'm in my little studio. So, hey, bear with me. All right. So today I will be sharing steps on how I helped my client Kate make 10K in under 5 days. All right, so that's what we'll be talking about today because I know a lot of you have been struggling on how to book client or how to make the money. Last Thursday, I shared a strategy on how you can make 10, 20, whatever amount of the K you want to make in 30 days, right? I shared this last Thursday's live streaming. So, you guys know we do this every Thursday. So please revisit last Thursday's video if you want to learn the simple strategy that I laid out on how to make 5 to 20K or even more depending on the price of your product, right? In 30 days. I gave you guys strategy. So if you don't have that yet, revisit that. So today we'll be talking about steps on how I helped Kate make 10K in under 5 days. All right, so before I start, my name is Kate. I'm a business coach and a social media marketing strategist. I help moms who are ready to start and scale their service based businesses into whatever it is that they want it to be. All right, because building financial freedom is what I'm all about. Because as a mom, I know what it is, how difficult it is, to help the family out. So that's what I'm out for. I help moms and females build financial freedom. Okay, so hey, sign into my one-on-one coaching, zero to unlimited client, and take advantage of this my big holiday gift that I gave you guys. Don't miss out. 1,000 off my original price. So don't miss out. I know a lot of you want to work with me, but you don't know how. This is an opportunity for you to join. All right, so I have my master's in fashion. My first business is in the Ritzy, NDIRITZY. So I custom am an award-winning designer. I design for plus size, gorgeous women, on their wedding day. And I have dropshipping stores. I sell on Walmart and Amazon. All right, so I help you guys get all the money, right? So that's what I do. To work with me, DM me or email me or PM in the word work with Kate. All right, so for those of you in my group, click there's a link on this live. All right, so it's in the description. You will see the link if you want to enroll in my one-on-one coaching program. All right, so let's hit the ground running. All right, so let me put this. I'm not left-handed, so it's kind of weird if I have my stuff on the other side. All right, so before we start, I want you guys to say hi, and please, if you are joining me right now, say hi. Let me know where you're watching me from. Please type number one if you're just starting your business, because this is going to help you if you're just starting your business. So type number one if you're just starting your business. I would love to actually help you guys even further if you have a question as we go. All right, so that's my number one biggest. I love to help people. All right, so I want number one if you're just started. And if you're interested in scaling your business, you already started, but you're getting that, the money, you're getting client maybe once in a month, type number two. So one if you're starting, number two if you want to scale. All right, so I can help you guys even further. Depending on how many people type one, I will know what to, how to tweak, or if I have more people type one. But either way, I already have my notes. You guys know I love to get notes, because if I don't, I'm gonna go off point. I love to talk. I love to give tips, and when I start giving, it keep coming, and I keep giving out, dishing it out. All right, so I need the key points to keep me in track. All right, to keep me in check. All right, so Yeah, if you're just joining me, housekeeping number one, please type hi and let me know where you're watching me from so I know how many people are watching me. Number two, to work with me, type work with Kate, all right, and that will send you all the details. Okay, so let's start. Kate, yeah, my namesake. Sorry, when I say Kate, it feels weird, but because I already know her in person, so it doesn't feel weird anymore. It doesn't feel weird anymore. Sorry, let me push this. I don't like how it's put. Good, much better. Yeah, so when I say Kate, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but thank goodness, yeah, she's so bubbly like myself too. So hey, yeah, so she's one hardcore, like super serious girl that I've ever worked with. So she started her business. Yeah, we're gonna go through story first, all right? So then I can tell you how I helped her, right? So she started her business few months ago. When I say few months, maybe about 6 or 8 months right now. I'm not 100% sure. I think when she joined, she was about 6 months. All right. She started her business about 6 or 8 months ago, right? And the problem with starting a business is when you start a business, we actually think we want to make the money right away. Yeah, it happened for some people, but to be honest, for others, it might take a little while because why? Number one, you got to build audience, right? You have to know who you're talking to and build audience of people who know, like, and trust you already. It takes time, but hey, some people are so bright, they can get their people like that in a second. Like if they just open up their store today, they can get clients the next day. Some people are like that. All right. So that doesn't mean it happens. The same thing can happen for everyone, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I hope I'm making sense. All right. So when you start, it's okay if you don't make anything the first 2 months or even 3 months. It's okay because you're just starting. So don't be too hard on yourself. All right. So what I'm talking about today about Kate, we're not going to start from scratch, like if you're just starting a business. So this steps is not about if you're just fresh in the market. So this is more like someone that already started but is, it's not making money, or just making one, just in the last 6 months only has one client. So that's the kind of where Kate was when I started working with her. So this today's training is more towards that, that stage. All right. So but if you're just starting out, like you want to start your business fresh, please DM me. Maybe we'll talk about you the next live streaming. All right. So I want to really help someone. All right. So let me know. Maybe we'll be talking about how you make your 10K in like a week, because hey, next Thursday we might be talking about you. All right. So number one, right? When Kate met me after that, 6 months of starting her business, so we had I pre-qualify my people, but for this holiday thing, I know it's crazy, I removed the pre-qualification question. So there's another strategy that I'm using, but the pre-qualification question is not there for you to answer right now. So just for the holiday, I'm gonna take it out. I don't want it. All right. So because I pre-qualify my people, I pre-qualified Kate, and I figured I had to know what is it that Kate is doing, or what she's not doing that is making her not getting client, or that is building the leads, because sometimes you're not getting client but you're building leads. I hope that makes sense. There's two different things between client and leads. Leads is like someone, they are very interested in working with you, but they are not there yet. Maybe the money might be, or the money is not even a problem, but the timing. All right. So leads is someone that is like really, that want to work with you. So we have the hot leads, like, the hot, super hot is like they want it now and they are ready to invest, right? Those are super hot leads. So, but either way, cool or whatever, leads is like someone that is already interested in your product and is ready to buy or willing to buy. But, all right. So with the but, meaning anything can be. So, but I don't have the money yet, or but I have a lot going on, or but like I want it, but I want, like, there's already something behind, like I want it, but that's what a lead is. So now your job is to convince them that hey, they are worth investing in themselves. All right. So that's what lead is. They are ready to buy, but something is stopping them. So clear that air. All right. So I figured out what if she's not making sales but she has leads. Having leads is very important. All right, that's how you make sales. All right, so I figured that out. Okay, she's not making sales or booking client, but she has some leads already, right? So when I figured that, okay, she's not making booking client but she has a lead, that's a good thing, that's a good sign. I wrote that down. So in that first step, I was able to like assess, how, what she's doing, what she's not doing, if she's actually doing the right thing or not, if there's something we can tweak or change, like take out or put in, something like that. That's how I pre-qualify my client all the time. All right, so that's our number one thing that I did with Kate. So moving to number two. If you guys know me, I already told you guys I don't walk on a shaky ground, and that's me. I hate to just jump in and say, oh, you've worked with a coach before, right? What will happen is I'm just going to start from where the coach stopped. Hell no, right? I'm going to start from where I'm comfortable starting with. I don't build on a shaky ground. So our step two was to do a business audit. All right, when I'm in a business audit I did a lot. When, if you work with me, at least I have some women in this group that have worked with me, right? You know what I mean by business audit. Business audit that I do is, one, I figure out where is your business at, is it registered or is not, right? All that, okay, license, all this, that's part of my business audit. Also, I also do like website audit. Like if you have a website, what is it like? Is it converting or is just jargons? All right, do you need to take things out? And so that's, I do all this audit. I also do social media audit. All right, when I say social media, I mean like I figure out, what do you do? How many social media platforms do you belong, like, or do you run? Because those are part of my audit too. Sometimes when you're starting, you think, oh, I'm gonna do TikTok, I'm gonna be on Instagram, I'm gonna be on Facebook, I'm gonna be on LinkedIn. You're just counting and spreading yourself way too thin that at the end of the day, you're like burned out. You're like so tired, and you feel like you're not seeing results. There's one thing that someone told me. She's like, well, not she, he's like, when you put a light steady, right? Oh, I don't know how to say it. So when the sun is shining and you direct all the energy into one spot, or you have like a paper and you direct all the light into that paper, it will catch fire, right? It will explode, like it will burn. All right, but let's say that's your intention, that's your goal, to get this paper burning, right? The only way that paper is going to burn is if you take all the energy, all the sunlight, and direct it straight to the paper. That's how it's going to get burned, because everything is right there getting burned. But when you want to burn this paper, but at the same time you want the person on LinkedIn to see the thing, the person on Facebook to see the paper, so you're distracted. Now all this light is like everywhere, right? It's not really directing to that paper. Like you're taking away so much energy from that paper, because that's not your goal. You are chasing the wrong thing. Just focus on one and bring down the energy on the paper. Don't focus on a lot, because it's a lot for you to see how you can. I hope this example makes sense. I hope I didn't get you guys confused. What that means is, he wants me to understand that spreading yourself too thin is, I think, is way hard than you thought. We thought that you can be on Instagram and post once a day, or on Facebook and also just, talk with people and all this, right? Not knowing you're actually wasting more time. So sometimes you say, oh, I have 24 hours. Now, when you go to Instagram, you're just wasting your time on Instagram, thinking you're doing something good. There's nothing moving the needle in your business. So you gotta be focused, like conversion focused. I've done one of the training on conversion focus. You gotta be conversion focused. What do you want? Hit the ground running. Always have a goal in mind. Don't just do things because everyone is doing it. Do it because you know what you want, and you know what you want to achieve at the end of the day, or the month, or the year, or the week, whatever that is for you. All right, so and number two is I do social media audits. So I figure out, where is Kate doing great? Where are her audience? is, does she have audience more? Doesn't mean she doesn't have audience in other platforms, but where does her audience are more? All right, so I figured her audience are more on Facebook. She has Instagram. So what I did was, hey, just forget about all other platforms. Let's focus on Facebook and Instagram. All right. So when I say Facebook and Instagram, Instagram wasn't the priority. So I tried to figure out, yeah, even though she has two social media platforms, this is not this is like the number one in the list, right? We focus all our attention more on Facebook. So this is something to figure out, right? So I worked with her, did all these audits. I was able to figure out what licensing does she need, what kind of document does she need, what does she need. Those are the things you need to figure out, and that's what I did for her. Going to number 3. After knowing what her goal is, after doing all my business audit and all that, we strategize. I have set up a strategy, which is our number 3, a strategy on how to achieve her goal. All right. So the first month was when I did all this. On month 2, we set out the strategy. We picked up getting things done, right? After getting things done in just less than 30 days, 15 days into actually putting work into the strategy, or putting the strategy into place, she booked 2 clients in under 5 days. This actually, I want you guys to remember this. We worked first month and second month. She enrolled in my Zero to Unlimited client, right? She enrolled there, and I only work with people for 3 months. Usually my first and 1.5, like my 1.5 month is like my underground work, right? Making sure she has a system going, right? Automation setup, all that. That's what we do first and second month. So on the 3rd month, only halfway, we started putting all the strategy into practice, and she booked 2 clients. You know why? Because we have the major things done already. Now she just focused on just getting client and connecting with client and getting them to say yes. When you don't know what to do, or when you don't know the steps to take, you might be building your foundation and also trying to get client. That makes you crazy. That makes you run crazy. You are not focused on what is it that you want. You are building foundation. Now you're chasing clients. So it's better for you to be focused. Do one thing at a time. I hope that makes sense. Focus on one thing at a time. Don't juggle everything at once. It will make you run crazy. Especially me that works with moms. Moms, we got the kids, husbands, like a lot going on. We are the moms. We are the teachers. I just finished distance learning. I just finished it, and I'm here in my computer, right? So it's a lot for moms, right? It's a lot. So when you're running a business and you don't know what to do first and what to do next and all that, it makes you crazy. You run in circle. And in the next 6 months, you're still in circle because you are not focused on getting one job done. You are focused on getting 4 or 5 jobs done, which is impossible. It takes you longer, and you make no money out of that. But facing one thing, at the end of this month, yes, money might not be coming, but you are sure your foundation is perfect. All right? Month 2, you are sure, okay, the foundation is good. Now, let's chase the money. Now, remember, all your mind, your intentions, everything you do is focused on getting client. Now, you're not being distracted by the job you did last month, right? Because it's done and done with. That's how businesses run. You got to focus on one thing. If you're setting up that foundation and chasing client, you're just like that. You can never be focused. You don't even know what to say, because remember I told you guys, when you post with a purpose. Don't just post because you want to post, right? And that's where this thing comes in. Because if you want client this month, your post should direct people, or your post to have a link or connect to getting a client. Your post should not be building foundation, right? And getting client. Now you're confusing your client and getting yourself confused. That's why you don't get client. So first, one thing that I want you to do is focus on your foundation. All right. Get your foundation right. Then focus on client. All right. So that's what we did with Kate. On month 4, I used my no step 4, which is all this is still within second month. All right. After like strategize, we figure out, okay, this is what will work for you, this is how we're going to get things done, right? The next step was using the power 3 strategy to put it down flat, put it on paper, so she sees what we're doing. All right. I use the power 3 strategy that I told you guys about, which is the growth strategy, community strategy, and closing strategy. We lay it down and say, hey, we're going to start with growth, also community, and closing. We set up this strategy, and it's easy for her to focus on growing and building community. And that's how she blew up. And that's how she booked 2 clients in under 5 days. And each client is $5,000. Kate, when she started 6 months ago, her price was about $800. Who is gonna, like, when you say you're a coach and you charge $800 for 3 months? One, people will not believe that you know what you're doing, because it's way too cheap. All right. Even if you know what you're doing, the price gives you up, sells you out. The price is gonna be like, now that's not, because I know coaching is so expensive. Right? My coaching program is way too cheap. I know that. But I'm doing something. I'm trying out something. The price keep going higher if you've been with me for a long time. I started with 1.8, I think. Now it's almost where? I don't know. Go to my website. I don't know where it is right now. It's going up every day. Why is this coming out? All right? It's going up every day. Well, not every day, but I do my assessment. I figure out what balance. That's how I do my pricing, right? Where is the balance? And I fix it there. All right. So that's the thing with business. You got to know what you want and go for it. Kate worked with me, and in 2.5 months, we went from stage 1 to step 4, which is using my power 3 strategy, right? To lay out our strategy and figure out, okay, this week, this is what I want you to work on. This week, this is what I want you to work on. This, right? Making it like that, writing it down, making it clear to Kate, this is what I want you to work on. And I keep checking on her in between the week. All right. So 1 week you have all this to do, right? I want you to get engaged with at least 100 people this week. I don't know. I just want you guys to have an idea of what I mean. Or get in touch, or start building relationship with 50 clients this week at the same time, right? I want you to get engagement going in your post. That's a different thing. You're getting people in, you're building connection with clients, but your content too, you gotta engage. All right. So you need at least 1 hour to do this. This is a strategy that I set up for Kate. And the thing is, when I ask you to do something, please do it. I've tested it out. I don't just jump up and give you a strategy and say it works. No, it worked for me, it worked for my client. All right. So please put in the work and you will see the result. But if you don't put in the work, don't expect a result, because you got to put in the work in order for you to see results. All right. And now on step 5, which is where we are at this point, her 3 months is gone. The 3 months was the 0 to unlimited client. We already did that. Remember, when I started talking about her Kate's 2 clients in 2.5 months was over a month ago. That's when she did this. And even after that she kept selling clients. Now she's like, she kept calling me like, Kate, I have too much client that I don't know if I can take care of the one-on-one anymore. I'm like, don't even stop it. It's either you put them on hold, which is like a waiting list, and keep pumping them information to keep them holding on, or we scale to group coaching. And now, after all, we assess like which one is best for her. Now we're going to scaling. Number 5, we are doing group coaching. That's where we are right now. She's working with me for extra time right now. We're done with our number 3 months. But I'll always be on check, like always, checking on her to see how she's going. But right now, we are scaling her business because she already have way more one-on-one client that she can handle. Can you imagine that? Like you having more one-on-one client than you can handle. That's the stage Kate is right now. She is a mom. So she felt like having too much like she already have, it would be too much for her. So now we figure out, are we going to do group coaching and have a little more one-on-one? Because when you say group coaching, people think group coaching is lacking the connection, but it's not true. It depends on whose group coaching you are taking, right? But what I'm working with Kate right now with her group coaching, right, is you have a little more one-on-one calls with them, all right? Not like usually having your one-on-one coaching, but it's a little less than what you have in your one-on-one coaching, right? But you still have the connection going. You still know your client. Your client knows you. That's the kind of coaching that she is right now. Or we're setting up. We haven't set up, but that's what we're working on right now. Congratulations to her. 7 months ago, she never thought she would be where she is today. She's crying. She was crying like 7 months ago. Now she's like all smile. 2020. Some people are crying. Some people are like regretting. Some people are happy. But I think Kate is in the happy mode. She's in the smiley and thankful mode because things that you never know you can achieve, right? She is killing it. And I am so, so proud of her. All right. So why am I telling you this story? You don't have to tie yourself down. You don't have to keep running in circles. You can make a change. You might not be me, but hey, if it's me, we're going to go through what I did for Kate and you're going to be Kate, the next Kate that I'm going to talk about. So, if you want to change your condition right now, you feel you've been doing this, repeating the same process over and over and getting the same result over and over, it's time for a change. It's time to make a change. DM me the word work with Kate. Or you can click the link on the description of this video, right? And check out my hold on, I'm not even hiding my price. Please go there, you will see my price right there. You know why? I don't want to catch you off guard. I don't want you to be like, whoa. No, you're gonna see it there. If you feel like I think Kate is worth this money, pay it and let's get this money rolling. Let's double that investment before you even finish my program. Let's double it. That's a promise to you. You don't have to be where you are. Entrepreneurship is difficult. I know that. But the route that you choose to take determines how difficult it will be for you. If you choose the easier route by working with me, it won't be that difficult for you. But if you choose the route of, you know what, I'm just going to figure it out, it might be a little longer for you to figure it out. What if you don't have the money to pay rent? And when you're trying to figure it out, you will just out of the building. Will you stay under the bridge? No. I'm not pushing you to do something you don't want to do. But I want you to think deeper. Think deeper. Yeah, we might think the investment is a lot. But when you gain, what you gain from the investment is worth it. It doubles your income and gives you more as you expand more, making it even more for you to save for the rainy day. That's what I say, financial freedom. That's what I help moms achieve. That's what I help moms do. Financial freedom. It's not easy, but hey, you should be willing to put in the work. Nothing good comes easy, they say. All right? DM me the word work with Kate. Let me help you. Let me hold you by hand and show you the steps. Let me hold you by hand and show you the strategy that will work for you. You watching me right now. I'm going to show you a strategy that will work for you. My zero to unlimited client, it's not one size fits all. I think that's why my clients are killing it. Because the strategy that I have, my 3 power strategy, works for everyone. It's not a one size fits all. That's the thing. We do a strategy that is based off your your needs, your business, your family needs. Hey, DM me. Let me hold you hand by hand and go through the steps that I just took Kate through. And now Kate is scaling her business into group coaching. That's what we're working on right now. 6 months ago, Kate doesn't even have one client. Now she has one-on-one client over 10, and she's already crying that she has too much Kate. What do I do? I'm like, hey, don't chase them because I'm going to be mad at you. Put them on waiting list, or let's scale it into group coaching. And she bought the idea of the group coaching, that's like putting them on waiting list. She might lose them. I said, that's a good point. Now we are making plan to use her one-on-one client, like the one-on-one package that I helped her set up. We'll kind of like break it more, so we'll use it for the group coaching. All right, so that's where we're scaling Kate right now. Don't miss out on that. I'm going to take you every step of the way. DM me the word work with Kate, or click the link. My price is there. I don't hide my price. And even better, I gave you guys 1,000 off from my original price, which soon I'm going to remove the pricing and put the actual price there. So take advantage of that. All right, that's all I have for today. Kate is doing great. I am happy she's doing great, but I need the next Kate. Are you the one? Yeah, you watching me right now. Are you the one? Let me know. DM me, email me, PM me the word work with Kate, and let's hit the ground running. Bye guys.